Canelo don't give a damn what you think. Canelo Alvarez no le importa lo que ustedes piensan. Canelo Alvarez could do whatever he want to do. He earned the right to do whatever he want to do. Whether you want to call it that John Ryder was a mandatory or a cherry pick, call it whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, Canelo Alvarez, let's say cherry pick, is your favorite fighter, best opponent. Huh? Probably he's the best opponent for Jamal Charlo. Probably the best opponent for the Beast Andre. Probably the best opponent. Now, I'm not going to say David Benavidez because David Benavidez is going to be fighting Caleb Plant March 25th. But at the end of the day, Canelo Alvarez been holding boxing down. Been carrying the sport of boxing, especially in if this side of the pond. Canelo Alvarez has done enough. Canelo Alvarez, the 4th Division World Champion, super middleweight undisputed. Canelo Alvarez, a.k.a. King Nelo, a.k.a. Cartelo, a.k.a. Cash Killer, a.k.a. Payday, a.k.a. get the fuck out of here, man. Canelo Alvarez is going to go back to Mexico. 50,000 people. Luckily, that if it was another stadium, there'll be like 100,000 people over there. With these other guys that wanted Canelo Alvarez fight, that been begging for Canelo Alvarez fight, that even been in position for Canelo Alvarez fight, I don't even think the people in your own town wants to see y'all. Ain't nobody vouching for a lot of people. Huh? It don't matter. Canelo Alvarez is a treasure in the sport of boxing. And these other guys, shit, if y'all retire right now, boxing will forget y'all probably next week. As a matter of fact, the boxing world has forgotten about even active fighters that want Canelo Alvarez. Ladies and gentlemen, the most relevant name that could be the next opponent for Canelo Alvarez after this John Ryder fight is David Benavidez. 168. He's been a champion. David Benavidez is the guy that Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, even Oscar De La Hoya have been stating, yo, Canelo Alvarez should fight next. We all know that. That would be a great, big fight. Yeah, at the end of the day, Canelo Alvarez has done so much that none of these guys can even do 25 or 50% of what Canelo Alvarez has done. Those are the facts. Those are the facts. Some of these guys is even older than Canelo Alvarez. For the people out there saying, look, I could see whatever fight. You could mix and match it with Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez could fight the likes of David Benavidez, John Ryder, Bivol, the rematch in which he should get his get back because I believe that he's an all-time great and I believe that he could go back to the drawing board. And actually, yes, I believe that Canelo Alvarez is good enough to beat Bivol. Yes, I don't think the Bivol was all that special. I don't think, that's just my opinion. Yeah, he got the best of Canelo Alvarez that day. But I don't see that Canelo Alvarez can go back to the drawing board and make a better account of himself or actually beat Bivol because I believe that Canelo Alvarez is an all-time great. He has already he's given me that right to believe that he's an all-time great. Let's just not forget that before Bivol, we was talking about if Canelo Alvarez is the best Mexican that ever lived. But now because he lost to Bivol, a bigger guy though. You know that Canelo Alvarez is probably shorter than everybody in the 168. Canelo Alvarez is even smaller than a lot of people in the 160 pound division. Canelo Alvarez the goods. He can do whatever he want to do. He earned the right to do whatever he want to do, like Floyd Mayweather, like Oscar De La Hoya, like Manny Pacquiao, because he's an all-time great. Let's not forget when Canelo Alvarez had to choose the PBC contract or the DAZN contract that had Charlo and David Benavidez and had Bivol and Triple G. He picked the hardest opposition, hardest opponent, and that was Bivol. So yeah, a lot of people saying right now, oh man, John Ryder. Even though people didn't know too much about John Ryder, even me, I didn't think too much highly about John Ryder, but John Ryder did what he needed to do to get in position, whether I like it or not, whether people like it or not. John Ryder put himself in position for Canelo Alvarez fight. And he did. He won. And he put it into position. Yes, people say the Beast Andre would have fight Zach Parker, then he would have been in position. Whether Canelo Alvarez will fight him or not, Ryder put himself in the position. And the reason why Ryder put himself in position is because Demetrius Andre took himself out of position. So that gave the leeway for John Ryder to be in position. You can't be mad at John Ryder. You can't be mad at his opportunity. This is the land of opportunity. Boxing is all about opportunity. And everything is timing in the sport of boxing. So John Ryder and his team did the proper things to do to put himself in position for Canelo Alvarez fight. Whether Canelo Alvarez is going to pick him or not, he got him to position for Canelo Alvarez to actually see him and be like, you know what? That's a possible opponent because he was in position for that. Now, we know that Canelo Alvarez is going to beat the crap out of him. And then we're going to be moving forward. But of course, we want to see the fight. We want to know who's going to win from Caleb Plant and David Benavidez. David Benavidez, in my opinion, going to be Caleb Plant. Then we're going to be calling for that fight. Then Canelo Alvarez is going to have to get back with Bivol or David Benavidez. Whichever one he pick is still the best opposition. It's still the hardest position, more the challenging opposition. So At the end of the day, Canelo Alvarez saying, I don't give a damn. ¿Qué me importa a mí lo que usted está diciendo de que, oh, you don't like John Ryder? Huh? Canelo Alvarez, let's say pick or cherry pick if you want to shame him, you want to diss him, is the best opponent for those other opponents right now. Is the best opponent for Andre. Is the best opponent for Charlo. Is the best opponent for them. Is the best opponent for Jaime Munguia. Is the best opponent. Is the best opponent. It is what it is. Those are the facts, whether I like it or not, whether you like it or not, whether any fans or not like it or not. Canelo Alvarez, at the end of the day, is a treasure in the sport of boxing. And he's done what he needs to do so the people could give him the benefit of the doubt. He's done the work to get the benefit of the doubt. And that's why Canelo Alvarez will forever get the benefit of the doubt, just like every other great fighter. For the other fighters that still haven't fought the opposition so they can get the benefit of the doubt, that's the problem. It's not that these fighters ain't good. These other possible fighters, it's because they're not going to get the massive benefit of the doubt because Canelo Alvarez has done way too much. Compared to his contemporaries, usted no ha hecho nada. It is what it is. So, if Canelo Alvarez want to fight whoever want to fight, and look, Canelo Alvarez is the type that he'll fight just like he did Yearjum, and then he fought Callum Smith. And then he beat Billy Joe Saunders. What everybody else was doing. Don't get mad at Canelo Alvarez because the business wasn't intact or your team just don't move you the way they moved them. At the end of the day, you still got to move outside of the sport of boxing, like Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis and these other influencers. These fighters are not even influencer. Where are you? Where are you? Nobody even know. Nobody even speak about you. You're not even in social media. These guys ain't even in social media. Y'all don't brand yourself. Even Canelo Alvarez, when he's not fighting, he brands himself. How the hell do you want people to keep fighting for y'all? Y'all don't even brand yourself. Y'all don't even care about being out. So Canelo Alvarez is going to keep getting the benefit of the doubt. Canelo Alvarez has done everything to do whatever he want to do. If Canelo Alvarez said tomorrow I'm fighting Jake Paul, who's going to say him no? That'd probably be the biggest event. If Canelo Alvarez said, man, I want to retire and come back whenever I want to come, he could do it. At the end of the day, he's a first ballot Hall of Fame and he pays his dues. Did the other guys pay their dues? Nah. Not yet. Charlo haven't exceeded his expectation or matches expectation. The Beast Andre haven't exceeded his expectations or matches expectations. Whether people avoided them or not, at the end of the day, there were still viable opponents out there to build a legacy, a respectable legacy, or the type of career that you will get the benefit of the doubt. That's why Canelo Alvarez is still king and forever going to be given the benefit of the doubt. He's in a win-win situation. It don't matter because that's it. He stamped himself into a Hall of Fame because what he has accomplished for Division World Champion. Undisputed. These guys ain't even going to do what Canelo Alvarez done. Canelo Alvarez could sit his ass in the beach for 2 years and they still ain't going to catch up to Canelo Alvarez. Not even 50%. Let's be real. Let's be honest. So, who cares? Canelo Alvarez could do whatever you want to do. He earned the right. He fought the right. Blood, sweat, and tears. He did what he needed to do to be in the position that he's in today as a king.